on this border post, Mr. Speaker. Of course, because of the position of privilege that you occupy, by the time you arrive here, mostly they will have known that so-and-so is coming. Therefore, by the time you arrive, your passport, they have collected it. Within 2 minutes, you're on your way off. But that's not the experience that the rest of Kenyans have to follow. And it's unfortunate, Mr. Speaker, that we have normalized making exceptional solutions for the leaders, the people who in the first place should have solved the problem, Mr. Speaker. And we have accommodated that to be part and parcel of our culture and how we want to run a country, Mr. Speaker. We should make this thing work to the level of the efficiency that if today, the Speaker, you said you wanted to have a meeting in Ginger, the same way they'll clear you and move you with speed is the same speed that we expect a truck driver that has driven for more than 12 hours from Mombasa, from the port of Mombasa, and still has another 7 or 8 hours driving all the way to the north of Uganda to deliver whatever goods and services that are destined in that part of the country. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge colleagues to share their thoughts and experiences. Senator, I think one of our colleagues here was asking me, after we speak, what happens? And I reject that defeatist ideology, Mr. Speaker. Because I believe, first of all, Parliament never speaks out of idleness. Mr. Speaker, when Parliament speaks, the right people listen, and they know that which needs to be done. Secondly, Parliament is a house of representatives. Those people that are stuck there, most of the time, they are drivers from all the 47 counties, for example. Therefore, they are our employers, by and large. The people that vote for us to come to this august house, and they expect that somebody will speak for them, Mr. Speaker. I don't know what is it that makes it so difficult. Perhaps, maybe, those that visited the border post this morning, we were being told, Mr. Speaker, I don't know why, whether by design or some conspiracy, that only the slightly elderly senators managed to wake up at 7:30 and were at Busia. All the young men, Mr. Speaker, nobody, Mr. Speaker, nobody arrived in time. So I want to congratulate, Mr. Speaker, all the elderly senators that woke up.
May the majority leader be heard in silence.
All
Proceed, majority leader. Order, Senator Fernandi. Majority leader, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for protecting me.
Order, Senator Fernandi.
You know the,
Senator Fernandi.
you know,
Order.
you know the guilty are always afraid, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
Proceed, majority leader.
so the point that I want to make, Mr. Speaker, is that I really look forward to listening to the elderly senators that made time to visit Malaba border post. In fact, what I will do, Mr. Speaker, because I am as guilty as charged, over lunch hour, I'll forego lunch, Mr. Speaker, to go to Malaba border post, together with all the young members of the House, Mr. Speaker, who could not wake up at 7:30. Those who that made it, Mr. Speaker, we appreciate, Mr. Speaker. The point that I'm trying to make, if you've traveled across Europe, for example, Mr. Speaker, you know that the European Union custom practices, which we have borrowed so heavily from in the EAC protocols, Mr. Speaker, so long as either as an individual, as a good, as a service, you are into one of the territories, you move as freely as possible, Mr. Speaker, within all the member states. That is a vision that East African community has had since the days of President Moi, to the best of my recollection, Mr. Speaker. But nobody has ever checked and succeeded in moving this and making it a reality. The people of Uganda, the people of Tanzania, and all these other regions, Mr. Speaker, we are one people. We are separated by geographical boundaries that we never even participated in drawing, Mr. Speaker, that were drawn up in lands so far away. Yet we want to stick and adhere to them so much, Mr. Speaker, that we are making it difficult for us to trade and do business. You remember, Mr. Speaker, that in the year 2023, for example, after the signing of the ACFTA protocols, that the President flagged off the first commodities to be traded within the African continental free trade area. The tea that left KICC took 3 months to get to Accra. What kind of business? Who will accept to participate in such kind of a trade, Mr. Speaker? unless we as parliamentarians, we as policy makers, the decision makers are intentional, Mr. Speaker, about speaking about these issues, engaging our colleagues, including, Mr. Speaker, our colleagues in the parliaments of East Africa. We are about to go to Uganda, Mr. Speaker, for the East African Parliamentary Games. And many times when we are engaging with our colleagues, we always remind ourselves that we need to integrate, deepen, and do all those things, Mr. Speaker. But beyond the sports, Mr. Speaker, I believe it is time that we have this conversation at leadership level, Mr. Speaker, and ask ourselves, surely, are we this efficient? Can't we do better, Mr. Speaker, than the things that you see at Malaba? Why are we behaving like ancient creatures, Mr. Speaker? Yet the technology is available. For a truck to be cleared in one stop, Mr. Speaker, from Mombasa and head all the way to within the East African community without all this nonsense of being stopped here and scanners and the rest, Mr. Speaker. Because we know that the technology exists, Mr. Speaker, to track a truck driver, to know whether they stopped somewhere, whether they loaded or offloaded, Mr. Speaker, the goods that they are carrying, whether they have misdeclared. All these fears that we have that are creating these bottlenecks, Mr. Speaker, there exist mechanisms and the technology to ensure that you beat that which you fear as a country, Mr. Speaker. Yet somehow, some way, we are unable to address those things. See the resolutions that we are even asking some of our agencies like KRA, Mr. Speaker, that just have scanners at work. Mr. Speaker, I don't know, but I suspect that maybe later on when we visit the second, because the earlier batch that visited, much as we appreciate them for their industry, Mr. Speaker, if they were shown a dead scanner, Mr. Speaker, and all it needed is to power it on, chances are, Mr. Speaker, that they may not have realized that it's only an issue of powering it on, Mr. Speaker. But I believe that the second lot that will go over lunch hour, Mr. Speaker, you need to check why is it that these scanners never work, necessitating the need for people to move with paperwork. You'll find, if you go to this border post right now, Mr. Speaker, you'll find people that are trading and doing business there. You know, they carry paperwork from this side of Kenya and run to the other side of Uganda. Within 5 or 10 minutes, they have cleared or whatever. Then you're told, oh, move, move. There's no order here, Mr. Speaker. The land that had been set aside, I don't know, for 20 years, this truck parking space in Ngelechon, Mr. Speaker. These are stories we've heard from, I don't know, as early as, I don't know which year, that, oh, there is a truck parking place that will ensure that there is safety, that the trucks are parked in a nice, decent way. I shudder to imagine, Mr. Speaker, what will happen, for example, with all these trucks that are full of petrol, Mr. Speaker. If there'd be a mishap and one truck rams into another and they created a fire, imagine what will happen to all these that are queuing up here. The dangers to members of the public, to society, Mr. Speaker, to young children that live within this area, just simply because we cannot get our act together. These are issues that we must speak about. I know that in any part of an African society, when you see things not working, it's not because they cannot work. It's because they've been designed not to work so that people profit out of it, Mr. Speaker. But we must be bold enough as a House of Parliament, Mr. Speaker, and look straight in the eye of all these government agencies that have been fingered in this report, Mr. Speaker, from KRA to KENA, to Ministry of Transport, Mr. Speaker, to the EAC, State Department, Mr. Speaker, and ask of them that please get your act together. You cannot continue to treat East African citizens to this level of mismanagement and expect that we shall be a thriving economy. Who will invest here, Mr. Speaker, in a country where, you know, we market ourselves? I have seen presentations being done each time when our heads of states meet in Arusha, that, oh, this is a community with people over 250 million. Which 250 million, Mr. Speaker? While you know very well that if you manufacture in one of the partner states, to move that good from the partner state to the next, it is hell on earth, Mr. Speaker. Then we cannot call ourselves an integrated community, Mr. Speaker, until we make it possible for anybody to market, anybody to produce and move with ease as we desire. And unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, what you see here in Busia, what you see in Malaba, is the same situation in Namanga, in Isabania, in all these other places, Mr. Speaker. And it's really unfortunate. I want to urge the members of the Trade Committee, members of Transport Committee, that have better and finer details on this topic, Mr. Speaker, that you speak up actually on this matter, that beyond just raising our voices here in Busia, even as we return back to Nairobi, engage these decision makers, KRA, Ministry of Finance, Mr. Speaker. This motion is calling on them to feed this institution with a 90-day rapid plan on how this can be concluded, Mr. Speaker, so that even counties can benefit as well. There was a conversation yesterday about how Busia as a county can tap into the opportunities that exist therein. But there's no business opportunity with this level of disorganization, Mr. Speaker. By the time people get here, they are tired, they are frustrated, they are angry, Mr. Speaker. They don't even want to trade with you, Mr. Speaker. Kenya leads the way in this EAC community, Mr. Speaker. And whenever we do our things correctly, the rest of the partner states are pushed actually by their citizens to replicate what Kenya is doing. Kenya is a small superpower of this region. And if we lead in mediocrity, the rest actually, most of the time, will actually follow and accept that that is an acceptable standard of practice or doing things in this region, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, as a Senate, we must lead the way in demanding better of our government, demanding better of the state agencies that handle all these border posts, not just Busia and Malaba. This is just one example of the many border posts that continue to struggle with these bottlenecks and difficulties of doing business, Mr. Speaker, in a way that once we clear it, then we expect that our minister, the president, and all these people will lead the way in demanding of the same from the rest of the EAC partner states, Mr. Speaker. But we cannot do that when we don't have a good example ourselves to show out of what is happening. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge that colleagues take time to speak to these issues, provide solution, and guide this House in making a resolution of this matter. With those very many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move and request the Senator for Kilifi, the Senate Minority Leader, Mr. Speaker, to second this motion. I thank you.
Senator for Kilifi County, you may proceed to second the motion.
Asante Mstahiki Spika. Mstahiki Spika, kwanza nataka kuunga mkono yale yote ambayo yamesemwa hapa na kiongozi walio wengi. Jambo muhimu kuhusikana na ushirikiano huu wa mataifa yote ndani ya Afrika Mashariki ni kwamba Kenya